Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. There are some individuals who may be unwavering in their beliefs and understanding of a particular concept, which makes it challenging to engage in meaningful discussion or change their perspective. Their deeply ingrained biases and preconceived notions can make it difficult for them to embrace new ideas or consider alternative viewpoints. Even when presented with clear, logical reasoning that challenges their current stance, they may remain steadfast in their convictions. It's essential to approach such individuals with empathy and patience, acknowledging the complexity of human perception and powerful influence of their existing beliefs on their thinking. In many of our previous videos, we have shared clips of a podcast by Joe Rogan in which he interviewed various celebrities and individuals who have described how horribly the Palestinian people are being treated by the Israeli occupation. In one recent podcast, Joe Rogan admitted that Israel is not playing fair right now and is in control of everything, including all the resources and narratives.
This Israel thing, it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It scares the shit out of me. Because when I see something like that happen, there's no clear way this resolves peacefully. This is bad. This is real bad. And Israel's going to go into Palestine. They're already bombing and it's all. Their world is killing people. Their world is controlling resources, and they don't play fair. They release stories that aren't true. They use disinformation to switch narratives. They have social media posts that aren't real so they can get people riled up about certain things. And then they're also coordinating military attacks. That's their world. We just don't think about that world because we're not in that world. But people have been in that world since the beginning of time. What they've done with us is they've sheltered us in such a way and then censored all the mainstream media in such a way that they completely control the narrative of how you think about what can and cannot happen in the world and why these things are happening. And we're seeing that right now. We're seeing that in your face, where you're like, what?
Now, even after that, he can clearly see what the truth is, yet his heart is unable to digest it. Recently, he gave a statement in his podcast that he is with the Jews, indicating that he still supports the oppressive regime of Israel.
The crazy people happening around the world. Palestine, we stand here for the Jews.
We stand here for the Jews.
Firstly, he said that he is with the Jews, which means that he is viewing this ongoing war on the basis of religion, while everywhere else, including in the media, it is shown as a conflict aroused because of illegal occupation. Why does Joe use the statement being with the Jews instead of being with the Israelis? It only shows how he views the current war as a war between Muslims and Jews, and because of his preconceived notions, he does not care how much destruction and suffering the people of Palestine face, just because he is not viewing them as a people of Palestine, but as a people who follow Islam. Secondly, even if he says that he is with the Jews, then by saying so, he is automatically with the Muslims as well. The Jews who follow the Torah and adhere to its teaching are against this indiscriminate oppression being exercised upon the innocent people of Palestine.
I'm a Jewish person. I am totally anti-Zionist on principle. Zionism is a racist settler ideology that is responsible for 75 years of brutality and that is responsible for producing the resistance against it. I just tell people there's nothing anti-Semitic about calling for equality. What's anti-Semitic about saying all people deserve to be treated equally? That's what this movement is about, right? The call for a free Palestine from the river to the sea is the call for equal rights for everybody. The complete opposite of what the Israeli regime has been about for 75 years.
It is the Zionists who are supporting this humanitarian catastrophe. The Zionist movement emerged in the 20th century, while those who follow Judaism have nothing to do with Zionism. If Judaism and Zionism were the same, then thousands of Jews wouldn't be protesting and asking for a ceasefire, as they are doing right now in several parts of the world. His current show of support depicts how he conceives the current state of the ongoing crisis only on the basis of religion. It doesn't matter how many lives are lost, how much destruction and chaos are created, or how many pro-Palestinian voices he invites to his podcast who share with him the actual picture of the oppressing regime of Israel. He will still be against the Palestinians because they just belong to a specific faith. According to him, this is not the war between Israelis and Palestinians on the basis of land or illegal occupation. It is a war between Muslims and Jews, a view of the ongoing crisis, which no other big media houses revealed, but he did in his podcast. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran,
وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ ذُكِّرَ بِآيَاتِ رَبِّهِ فَأَعْرَضَ عَنْهَا وَنَسِيَ مَا قَدَّمَتْ يَدَاهُ إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ أَكِنَّةً أَنْ يَفْقَهُوهُ وَفِي آذَانِهِمْ وَقْرًا وَإِن تَدْعُهُمْ إِلَى الْهُدَى فَلَنْ يَهْتَدُوا إِذًا أَبَدًا.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Ameen.